Hey everybody, what's going on? This is SacredGuard and welcome back to Let's Play Monster Girl Quest New Game Plus. I almost called it Paradox again. I've gotten so used to playing that for so long that it's like stuck in my head. But anyway, last episode, we ended up coming over to the Harpy Village. I chose to fight the Harpies in order to, like, you know, keep continuity, like, on the timeline since I'm back in time. And I ended up having to fight the Harpy Queen when she's actually, like, being serious. And I just managed to be able to beat her, so now we're seeing the aftermath. Alright, I defeated the Harpy Queen. Again. Somehow I managed to avoid doing fatal damage to her. But she still seems to have lost the will to fight. Now, as we planned. Up you go! I throw the magic cylinder I prepared earlier into the air. After a second, the cylinder explodes, showering colorful light all over the area. Hope this goes like it did last time. Well, it should. I mean, that's what we did before. Charge! Oh, Ilias, give me strength. The women from the Happiness Village all come rushing in from their hiding places in the bushes and quickly make it to where I'm standing. So you're the leader. While you hold down the boss, we'll... Wait, what? No, 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 no! Just hear the queen out first. I see. The villagers came to rescue the men. While the Queen Harpy mutters that, the villagers surround her. Queen, what's going on? Humans are attacking? It seems like all the sleeping Harpies are waking up at the noise. Oh dear. Please, just let the men go. Just give them a chance to listen to you first. I won't let them go. I think this is kind of what happened before. The Queen Harpy looks at the ground and she refuses me. Damn it. Where are the men? Why aren't they stopping us yet? I can't just seal her. Oh! Hey, there we go. Hey, wait. Stop that. Oh, finally. Yeah, damn. I get even Luca is getting tired of, like, the exposition. Don't cut the queen. Jumping out of the tree houses, men start to crowd around us. From young to old, they all start to come out and surround us. The men start to stand around the Queen Harpy protecting her. Father? Mark, you're safe. The village women start to rush the men in joy. The men are dressed normally and look healthy. It's obvious they weren't being forcefully held here. Mark, what happened to you? Mother, let me introduce you to my wife, Piana. Mark points to a harpy standing next to him. And this is our daughter, Pippi. Pippi. I'm not sure what it is. It's either Pippi or Pippi. Grandma? The tiny harpy walks up to the woman and flaps her wings. Everywhere I turn is a similar scene. Father, what do you mean? Well, what I'm saying is, Reina is your new stepmother. Nice to meet you. Now, I can only imagine, like, if they had faces, like, it'd be, like, the most awkward thing, like, nice to meet you. Like that. A harpy that looks to be around the same age as the young woman introduces herself. No matter where I look. Impossible. The traveler we sent in here a year ago. I'm not a traveler anymore. I actually have 7 children now. Are they the 7 princesses of Heart? Do we need to protect them from Ansem and all the other Xehanorts? It seems like all the kidnapped men got married to a harpy. It's like that. Will you stop attacking the harpies? They are our wives and children, so please stop hurting them. So this harpy is my granddaughter? My stepmother is a harpy? That's right. These harpies are our family now. Well, let's just be glad that they aren't succubi, because if that was the case, then you would have never gotten the men back in the first place. Not only that, you would probably be feeling, the women would probably be feeling pretty inferior, considering, like, a succubus's reputation. An elderly man slowly walks forward. Chief, you were still alive? The harpies are our family, and so are the village women. We shouldn't allow our 2 families to fight each other. That's right, my mother's family is now Piana's family too. Let's stop fighting. That's right. As all the village women are standing around looking dumbfounded, the Queen Harpy starts to speak. Since we can be nothing but female, we would be unable to breed if we did not borrow human males. However, with humans coming to hate monsters, what choice do we have? It wouldn't have killed you to mention that sooner, you know. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. But I was hoping it wouldn't get this far. like I was like all sassy, like, well, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry that I didn't meet your expectations, hero. We don't want to die out. You can't just take them all away. Well, technically, we can. I mean, I can. I mean, I have the power to do it. I already beat your ass twice. So, we never hurt any of the men. We made sure they were happy. That's right, the men are too important to injure or force them against their will. The men were happy here. Of course, they made me feel young again. Every night. You know, you probably shouldn't say that in front of your wife. I think I remember what happens here. I see. She gonna beat the crap out of him. Can I talk with you over there for a second? Like, can I just talk to you? Can you have a seat? Just take a seat. Right up. Just have a seat right over there. Sir, why don't you take a seat? Take a seat right over there. Honey, I can explain, really. Even the second time through, this is pretty ridiculous. I'm sorry. I have 3 more wives now. 3? And how many kids? 7. 2 more next month. God damn! I'm glad father came back, but I have 2 stepmothers and 6 stepsisters now. Similar disputes start to pop up everywhere. Some families look like they're about to start fighting each other. It seems like the Harpies aren't willing to let any of the men return. It all worked last time, but still. What do you think I should do, Alice? How would I know, Mr. Time Traveler? What did you do last time? This, actually. I did this. Well, I guess nothing. Oh, the men are safe, but that doesn't exactly solve the problem. Everyone is a big family. Wouldn't that be the best? The village chief yells out while his wife wrings his neck. You could have been a big family without, you know, cheating. Without sticking your Jontron into some other woman, like, you know, like you could have just said, "Hey, we want to try to be friends with the Harpies. If possible, we'll send like travelers who aren't involved with anybody over so they can be able to repopulate and whatnot. And in exchange, they help us out." That you could have did that. You could have did that without willingly being happy and doing stuff with them when you already have relationships. But hey, I mean, it's a fantasy. It's all a world of fantasy. It's monster girls. Like nobody cares. It's porn. Nobody cares. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. That's right. Let's combine the happiness village with the Harpy village in one big family. Since my son is married now and I have a bunch of grandchildren, I don't really mind. She might be happy that her son is married, but can she really handle having so many daughter-in-laws and grandchildren? I don't know. Luca, remember what I told you? Just because you know what's going to happen doesn't mean you can make the world perfect. There's going to be some unpleasantness between them for a while, and you can't change that. If they were able to work this out for themselves and live together in peace before, then you'll just have to trust that they can do it again. I guess you're right. I want to speak up, but it really isn't any of my business. Excuse me. Alice is right. There's nothing I can say to instantly solve this issue. This is the kind of world I was aiming for. But seeing this again, it makes me wonder how the hell I managed it in the first place. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out myself. I really am. And I forgot to mention, I did go back to try to see if there was any, like, differences if I just, excuse me, if I just went to see if there were any differences if I just went straight to the port. If I went straight to the port instead of actually, going to the other areas, And there weren't really any, like, there were no differences at all. It was a little weird. So the arguments continue into the night. Well then, we won't forcibly kidnap men from the Happiness Village anymore. We will send men from our village to marry harpies. In return, the harpies must also help with the farming and beekeeping in our village. It seems as though they finally reached an agreement. After that, they started to prepare a festival. Harpy and human alike are dancing drunk in the village square. This is all thanks to you. On behalf of everyone in Happiness Village, allow me to thank you. Thank you, but something like this is natural for a hero to do. The hero title was always meaningless. I'm a hero in my actions, and that's the important thing. Yeah, you are, Luca. Yeah, you are. If you want to show your appreciation, I love sweet things. Okay, we'll give you plenty of happiness honey. Right now, we only have enough for 1 jar, though. Oh, this was unexpected. I'm sure. I can only sigh at Alice's greed. But how can you convince the men to marry a harpy? Well, I mean, you know, since we're living in a world of monster girls and whatnot, and I'm sure many of you have seen some of the, some art for how the monster girls look, even in the game or outside of the game, pretty easily. I muttered to myself while watching them dance in the plaza. It really is just like sending them out as a sacrifice. Don't bother worrying, young man. With this, our villages will join together in peace and forge a deep bond. Most importantly, once you feel the pleasure a harpy can bring, a human just won't do it for you anymore. Maybe not a harpy, but maybe something else. Preferably, you know, I'm not. Everybody who knows me, who's watched my videos by now, already knows my preference. Y'all already know my preference. Sir, your wife is standing right behind you. Standing right behind me is like, oh, a human won't do it for you anymore, huh? Oh, honey, I can explain. His head comes right off. Freaking wood chopping axe just go just clean through his neck. I guess it'll all work out for the best. It's still strange to say the least. What do you think, Alice? It's sweet. Alice is happily licking her honey-covered fingers. If the harpies had just asked for this agreement from the start, couldn't this whole situation have been averted? I really wish I could have avoided fighting the queen this time. Well, I mean, I actually had the option, but I didn't choose it. Even after all this time, you still don't get it? The humans hated the monsters before. Why would any of the men voluntarily leave? You idiot. That's not necessarily true. There was a place in the gold region, Succubus Village, that men... Excuse me. That men were flocking to just to have sex with a succubus. They'd have to be some stupid motherfuckers to do that. Damn perverts. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Of course they were, but the point is, it didn't have to happen this way. I've seen coexistence between humans and monsters work before, and I can help make it work again. I hope you do, just so I don't have to listen to you preach anymore. And if what you said before is true, why did the Queen Harpy feel the need to have the men kidnapped, Well, the problem is, that was the gold region. And this is the Ilias continent. Well, isn't one of Ilias' commandments not to have sexual relations with monsters? Yeah. Every time I hear Ilias mentioned, I cringe a little. Like you just visually cringe like... I can't believe I used to buy into her lies. I look at Alice and sigh. It's true that forcibly kidnapping the men was a pretty rough solution. And it looks like even the Queen was a little hesitant about using such a method. She was. She didn't get serious until she saw my power. Of course. She was doubting herself and didn't want to fight you. Yeah. I'm really lucky she didn't. She would have destroyed me the first time I was here. I guess that makes sense. She didn't really see me as a threat before. The next morning, we are indebted to you, traveler. Please come to our village again. We'll be glad to have you. Even though we had our reasons, we were still wrong. Because of you, we were able to correct it. I wish you a safe journey. Thank you all. The true test of how they can get along may still be to come. But I know it'll all work out in the end. Thank you. Come play with us again. Please be safe. Come and play again. We'll be glad to be your partners then. Nah. Thus, we start to head out from the village. But we were stopped by the Queen Harpy. And can I ask you one last question? The silver-haired woman, are you by any chance... I'm a traveling gourmet. Right, of course. I don't need to inquire any further then, do I? How the hell did I miss it before? Yeah, how did you miss it before? At that point in time, the Harpy basically hinted like, oh, you're my mistress. Okay, well, you have your reasons. I'm sure. So yeah, I won't ask anymore. Just go ahead. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Oh man, yeah, my phone's been vibrating for a minute now. What the hell's going on? Okay. We decided to just spend the night near the Harpy village. What a bizarre place. Granbaria rejoined us as we were far enough away from the village, and Alice doesn't have to worry about her human form. I wonder why she even bothered to come along if she's just going to keep disappearing. Why do they keep coming along if she's going to disappear? So I'm going to go to sleep. Talk to Alice. Alice is happily eating some happiness honey. Where did you get that? The villagers gave it to me for helping them. But you didn't do anything! She never does anything! The only time where she actually starts doing something is when she's sealed. She had to be sealed in order for her to start doing something, to get off her frickin' fat purple smurf ass. Somehow I get the feeling that that was all meant for all of us. I'm the one who saved the village, I should get some too. All out. You ate the whole jar? Fine, I'll just go back to the village and get some. This was the last jar. How can one woman be so much of a selfish glutton? Like I said, Luca, what did you see in her? God damn. I wonder what Granbaria is doing. I walked off in the direction I saw her go. Oh, hi, Granbaria. That sword. Granbaria looks down at the angel halo. Don't you think it looks kind of ridiculous? What, the angel halo? Seriously, it looks like something an angsty teenager would draw in school or something. Yeah, I have a point. Yeah, actually, it does. Like, this, wow. Like, I wouldn't have thought this before. Like, I would not have thought this before. But, looking at it now, this has to be, like, the creepiest, edgiest looking thing I have ever seen. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want it to look like it's freaking, like, pure or like, oh, like it's like, oh, I'm holier than now. I've been blessed by a god or something like that. No. Like no, not even that. But it did not have to look so. Oh, sorry, not enough oxygen up here. It doesn't have to look like so ridiculously edgy. Like this actually does look edgy if you look at it closely enough. Like let's take a look at that for a moment. It's got a bunch of melted, bodies into it. like a bunch of like it's been forcefully melted into it. It has 5 eyes. I bet the material itself, the way it actually feels, it feels fleshy. I bet it does. Like it's made of freaking skin. Like the entire thing is made of skin. I bet it does. Like if you remove the top part up there. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, that's probably like the halo. Like keep that. Get rid of like all the melted fleshy bits. Keep maybe the red part at the bottom there on the handle and the wings. Get rid of all the fleshy bits, and honestly the sword would look fine. Like I would still appreciate like the gray color and whatnot, but get rid of everything, mostly everything else, and it'll actually look good. But it's the only thing I can't use that won't kill monsters. I mean, it's the only thing I can use that won't kill monsters, I suppose. But it still looks absolutely ridiculous. I still have my iron sword. I just can't ever really use it. Yeah, that's right. I still have that thing. I guess I'm mostly just like keeping it as a keepsake. Oh well. It can't be helped, I guess. Does the sword really look that bad? Well, it doesn't matter. As long as it seals monsters, this is the sword I'm going to use. Actually, now that I think about it, because the sword is made up of holy energy, that means like holy energy is capable of being able to seal monsters. So if we think about it, like this is just a theory, but wouldn't Luca actually be able to, if he could, infuse holy energy into his iron sword, so instead of killing, it would actually seal? Because he was able to infuse holy energy into Angel Halo during the final moments against Ilias. So that means he actually can do it. He can infuse holy energy into his sword, so he could actually be able to use the iron sword. But like again, this is only a theory. If he infused holy energy into the iron sword, it could probably actually be able to seal, which means he wouldn't need to use Angel Halo. He could give it back to Alice in using his angel powers. As long as he keeps it in moderation. I think infusing, I don't think that really does too much, because he'd like infuse it once, it stays there, and then he doesn't have to bother with anything else. And he gives the Angel Halo back to Alice, or maybe he could give it to Grand Barrier so she won't kill anybody. Give it to either one of them. As long as he keeps his angel powers in moderation, his body won't burst apart, and he won't become pure holy energy himself. He won't become like Angel Halo, and everything will be all fine and dandy. That's just my theory though. All right, let's go to sleep. Harpy? What? Wait, Harpy? Why is that an option? Why is there a Harpy here? Why is there a Harpy there? But sure enough, there she was. It looks like the Harpy I fought with before. It does kind of look like the Harpy I fought in... No, wait. It does look a little like the Harpy I fought when I first got to the village, but the CG is different. Hi. I'm wanting to know if those are her ears. Are those her ears, or does she have horns? Why does she have earrings in her horns if they're horns? What the hell? I don't understand, like, monster biology. Anybody gonna talk? Anybody gonna say anything? Hi? Hi? I guess she was waiting for me to say hi, okay. Like, I wonder what would have happened if, like, I just kept quiet the entire time, like, we're just sitting there staring at each other, like... just staring. The Harpy happily greets me. Is there something you need? You're going on an adventure, aren't you? With that snake lady and the dragon? Can I come too? Please? What? Why do you want to go with us? It looks like fun. And the little village gets so boring. Don't they need you more though? I already asked the queen and the village elder if I could go. They said it was okay. What? We're taking a harpy now too? We're going all the way through Centaura into Helgondo. It's gonna be really dangerous, you know? It's okay. I can just go fly if I ever have to. And I can do lots of other stuff too. I could scout for you, or I could fly you places. You know, she's actually making a very valid point. Having her along could actually be very I could have her scout things out for me. So, I could have her scout things out for me in certain areas, so I know what's going on before it. I mean, I already know what's going to happen before it actually happens, but I could know who's where, like how to be able, the safest route to be able to take and whatnot. That'd be very useful. That would be very useful. And saying that she could fly me places, I could come back to Ilia's continent if I wanted to. Oh, yeah, come back to Ilia's continent if I come back to Ilia's continent, if I have her with me, if I come back to Ilia's continent, like get her to fly me back to Ilia's continent, I can actually save Ilia's village before it actually gets destroyed. Oh yeah, I'm bringing her along. And do certain other things too. Yeah, sure, whatever, I don't care. Wait, didn't you want to have babies with me not 8 hours ago? We could do that too if you want. Yeah, no, I don't care. What do you think I should do, Alice? You can't have babies with her, idiot. Well, duh! No. I meant about taking her with us. Do you really want her? Well, it's up to you, I guess. Oh, wait, why is it saying Luca? I think this is Alice. Is Alice talking? It seems like she really wants to go. Should I take her? No, if you have a Heavenly Knight with you, taking the Harpy will not make her leave. Yeah, I'll take her along with. Yeah, she can fly me places and she can scout out. She's actually a very useful party member. She's like a ranger, kind of. Alright, why not? You can come with us. Yay. Alice just stares at me with an annoyed look on her face. Harpy joined the party! Alright. Okay, that's good. We'll leave tomorrow, is that okay? Okay, great. I'll just sleep here with you guys then. Alright. I can't talk to her, so I'll sleep. Alright, time to go to get some sleep. I crawled into my sleeping bag and quickly drifted off to sleep. Alright. Alright. Happiness Village is going to be okay. And we even got a harpy from there. Yay. Yay. Do I know you? Wait, who is she talking to? Is she talking to me or was she asleep she was already asleep by the time the harpy showed up? Next, let's head to, there's only one other place I can go to, and that is Ilias Port. So I will actually get ready to cross over to Centaura. So, I can't save right now, so yeah, that's the only place I can be able to get to go to now, so let's get going. Shall we head to Ilias Port? If it's a port town, there should be a lot of foreign delicacies gathered from all over. As always, Alice only cares about being fed. I'm amazed she never tried to eat me. Well, literally, I mean. I'm getting excited. Let's go. Right. First Ilias Port, then to Centaura. Thus we turn to the north and head to Ilias Port. Alright. Ilias Port. If I remember correctly, 2 Heavenly Knights, Tamemo and Alma Elma, should be there. After that, Granberry showed up at San Ilia to challenge me again. Except she's standing right here now. I cannot wait to be off this horrible continent. What's wrong with this continent? The people here are terrible. You should know that better than anyone. Wasn't your species in danger of going extinct because of them not too long ago? They're not bad. You just have to get them to lighten up a little. Get someone to lighten up? Yeah, that's not Granberria's forte. If anything, she's the most hard-ass woman. She's the most hard-ass monster I have ever met. But how her actual ass feels on the other hand, I mean, I do like it firm. Okay, let me stop. By the way, fake seer. Well, that's better than being called fake hero. I technically am a hero. Does anything interesting happen at Iliasport? 2 more Heavenly Knights were there, Tememo and Alma Elma. What? Why are 3 knights so far down south? Oh, I mean, you know, I guess it was that time of the year. Well, Alma was creating a storm in the ocean, preventing ships from moving between Ilias and Centaura. Tememo and her kitsunes were trying to get Poseidon's bell from a cave nearby to get through the storm. As for why they were here to begin with, I really don't know. Granberry, do you know anything about this? I think that Almi has been causing a storm to cut off the Ilias continent and prevent heroes from getting to Centaura. I don't know about Tememo though. Maybe to keep humans from getting it and getting to Centaura? And why are you doing this when I explicitly said to leave the humans alone? To be fair, you don't exactly do much to enforce your policies. And how is that any of your business? Well, you're gonna become my allies, so, you know. I traveled with you all around the world and beat all 4 knights in the submission myself, then fought with you 5 against the armies of Ilias. Maybe it's not my business, but I'm the one that's seen everything firsthand. A lot more than you have. Although, with you around, I can just make you do all the hard work for me, can't I? Well, I already did that the first time anyway! You didn't do jack shit! What? Hey! Ah, man. This is a muggy forest. In these kinds of places, a lot of tropical monsters are likely to appear. But they don't seem to want to bother you. Can't imagine why. Let it go already, Alice. Is that okay, though? What if they just attack a weaker human because I didn't seal them? As I question this suddenly, oh, so we're gonna jump into a battle that I'm obviously gonna win easily with one hit. It don't even matter about showing them up on screen. It really doesn't. So, actually, it's probably good for me to end the video right now because I've been running this on for too long and I have another video coming out. So, before I leave, I actually want to end on a note. To the creator of the Goddess's Judgment and the Traveler's Tales, your recent side story, Stairway to Heaven, I've actually tried to be able to try to see if I can be able to get it to work, but for some reason when I complete one part, it doesn't take me automatically back to the next election, or it takes me to the next part. I don't know if you're aware of this, but you might need to make some modifications to the mod. But if you manage to be able to do that and you can be able to get it to work for everybody, I will willingly play it for the channel. Just wanted to let you know if you're watching the video right now. With that said, next time on Monster Girl Quest New Game Plus, I'm gonna skip past this fight because there's no point in showing it on the screen because, again, one shot, one kill. And we'll head on over to Iliasport because I'm aware that we have to get the Poseidon's Bell, and I'll probably get to see what'll happen when I see Tememo. See you guys then.